A circular opening in the lens capsule is a gate inside the lens for cataract surgery. The most common way to open the capsule is a manual Capsulorrexis. Handheld forceps are introduced through the main or side port incision to punch the capsule and create a circular opening in it. The shape is not always circular, and occasionally a Capsulorrexis is either too small or larger than the IOL heptic, which can compromise long-term IOL stability. It can be performed by laser with the promises of high precision. Current femtosecond lasers are bulky and expensive and usually require a dedicated operating room with strict air conditioning control and additional patient manipulation. Femtolasers require a firm connection between the eye and the laser, achieved by a process called docking. Femtolasers cut the capsule with high precision and produce so-called free-floating capsulotomies. But the cost and time are a burden, preventing a wider spread of this laser technology. We have developed a compact and cost-effective device called Capsulaser, which is mounted under the surgical microscope and performs capsulotomy in 1 second. The capsulotomy procedure is fast, precise, and reliable. The capsular edge is very firm and elastic, and significantly more stretchable compared to manual Capsulorrexis. Capsulaser is a shoebox-sized device with the delivery system mounted under the surgical microscope. After the trypan blue was washed out, the anterior chamber is filled with OVD. After the aiming beam is focused through the handheld contact lens, the laser is activated by a foot switch. The capsulotomy is performed in exactly 1 second. We have used this device in over 50 eyes and obtained a complete circular capsulotomy in all cases. The reliable, precise capsulotomy is important for long-term IOL centration. Capsulaser capsulotomy can be used for innovative IOL fixation. After the surgical contact lens was placed, a laser was activated by a foot switch, and a capsulotomy was performed in 1 second. The central capsule was removed, followed by cataract removal. We have used Femtis IOL, which is designed for optic fixation in the laser capsulotomy by means of dedicated microhaptics. The IOL was placed into the cartridge and ejected through a 2mm micro-incision into the eye. The leading haptic was introduced straight in the capsular bag, and the trailing haptic in the anterior chamber. The micro-haptic at 6 o'clock was clipped on the capsule. The microhaptic at 12 o'clock was clipped on the capsule. Then the trailing haptic was introduced in the capsular bag. The capsulotomy edge is very firm due to the collagen phase change, and blue staining improves the capsular edge visibility. Now the smaller microhaptics at 3 and 9 o'clock are being clipped too. The IOL optic is perfectly fixed into the capsular opening. This way, reliable IOL centration, which prevents the IOL rotation, was achieved. The patient was able to see 20/20 unaided with the right eye and 20/20 with -0.7.5 cylinder with the left eye. He is a professional truck driver who often drives at night. He does not refer any halos or glare at night whatsoever. Here is the lens 3 months post-op. The circular capsulotomy holds the IOL safely in place. The microclips hold on to the capsulotomy edge with very little fibrosis. There are no signs of secondary capsular opacity. There are no signs of PCO. Laser capsulotomy serves as a perfect support for IOL centration. An IOL fixed on the capsulotomy opening of the anterior capsule created a closed bag. Capsulaser capsulotomy is a promising new way to perform laser capsulotomy and can make laser capsulotomy much more easily available worldwide.